I'm just going to try some more flies today. Don't know how, I'm trying another setup with a different bit of software, so I don't know how good it's going to be. So I'm going to start off and tying just a Dunkel sparkler. So we've got a double on the vise, the customer wants a double. So size 12 double, fire orange thread. So take the thread down. Obviously you've got to watch the hook points and back up again. And we're looking for some Glow Bright number 12. Alright. I'm going to try and do a whip finish, show you how to work the whip finish tool today as well. A couple of people have been asking about that. So all I'm doing is folding the floss over until I get it to, I mean, you could use the yarn if you wanted, but most people don't buy the yarn anymore, they buy the floss. I don't know, can somebody tell me if you can actually hear me, because I don't know whether this is working or not. As I say, it's a new thing, it's a new bit of software I'm using to try and get a better quality on the camera. So just tie that in. Right. Then cut the tail. So feel as if it's zooming in and out a wee bit. Yeah, obviously because it's on a double, it's sitting at a weird angle. Cool. Excellent, thanks David. The next thing we're going to use is a bit of gold wire. I'm going to tie that in. Okay, and the last thing is we're going to use is the two-sided tinsel that you get from uni. It's pretty good. So you're getting silver and gold. And tie these with a silver body as well. They work with silver and gold bodies, but I just tend to tie them all with gold now. But it used to be a bit like the Humongous cast. You'd have a gold one, the top dropper, a silver one on a point. So just tie the tinsel on and a wee bit of varnish on there. Right, then all we're going to do after we get the varnish on, just run the tinsel and touch and turns up the body. And catch it in and trim it off. Okay, right, at this point, as I say in most of my videos, whip finish. Right, what's the video quality like for you guys watching it? Because I'm playing about with the software here. What we're going to use is a hot orange hackle. Tie that in and trim. Right, it says before, you can use hackle pliers, but I tend to just use my fingers. Then when it gets to there, I'll hold it so it doesn't spring loose, because trying to get the hackle around the two hook points is a bit of a pain. Catch it in with the wire and just feed the wire through. I've got a lot of people joining. Thanks Billy. Right, I'm trying to get the quality as good as possible, to be honest. We got a lot of people joining for a Tuesday afternoon. Right, and just shake the bit of wire off if it wants to come off. This one doesn't want to come off. There we go. Right. Just trim that bit. Okay. Just watch when you're brushing the hackle points back, because obviously you've got a double hook point there and it's barbed. Right. So we'll whip finish again. Right. So we've used Gold Bright number 12 for the tail, gold wire for the rib, gold mylar for the body, a hot orange hackle palmered. Then we want my razor flash, silver and pearl. Don't want tons of it, just enough. The best way to tie this in is just to tie it in like that, and then you can trim this bit off, then it will help. Then you'll not have so much bulk, because you end up with too much bulk if you try to get it too close. So let's tie that in. Right. Right, and then cut that wing. Okay. Now the next part is obviously the next bit of flash, so we're going to use some gold marble, which is my own product again. It's like Freckle Flash but with a strand through it, which makes it stronger. So just catch that in again, the same, lift it up, trim that bit off. The whole idea of doing that, I know it's a bit of a waste at the front, is so that we're getting a tapered head on it, rather than, you know, if you try to get it too close you end up with threads slipping off. So we're getting a taper on the head. Right, we're not really bothered about finishing it off just now, so we'll lift that up and then same again, just cut it so it's sitting on top. Right, and then once again whip finish. Now if you watch how I'm using the whip finish tool, so a couple of people are asking, so this notched bit sits on the thread. It's kind of difficult because the video's reversed. So the notched bit sits on the thread, the hook bit you then put behind the thread and bring it back across. Then I'm pulling this to my left and I just twist forward to create a triangle. So we're twisting the whip finish tool forward to create a triangle, then just slide it up, 1, 2, 3, and it just flips off of this little bit, creates a loop, and that's when you just pull it down. Okay. Oh, we've got a world champion watching, Julien. Bonjour. Can't ask for better than that. We've also got a Scottish champion watching, the two Scottish champions, Mr. Cocker and Mr. Cordner. Right, so same again, got a jungle cock cape. You can see there's loads of baldy bits in it. I'm going to look for a slightly bigger feather, then I'm going to split it in two. So that one there will do it. This one's already got a little split in it, as you can see. So you can either split it again and keep that little bit for a smaller fly, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm now going to split this part of the feather with the scissors. So take it right up the middle, pull it apart. Alright, now that obviously I don't like the way that is, so what I'm going to do is take that off and keep that with the other piece for a smaller fly. And then we'll put this one, we'll just tie it in, and then we'll get another feather with a similar sized split. So obviously it's split on that side. Just take the excess flue off. Sometimes I like to just wet the jungle cock feather just so that it stays stuck in case there's any extra splits in it. Then all we're going to do is take these little bits off. Then all we're doing is tidying the head of the fly up. One whip finish. Better watch those hook points, these doubles are sharp. 2. That's it. There's not really much to it, to be honest. Then we're just going to varnish the head of the fly. That's Dunkeld Sparkler. Great fly. As it says, works really well for sea trout as well. There's not many people fish doubles nowadays. I mean, I know we can still use them in the nationals, but I love fishing a double on a point, to be quite honest, because I just felt it gave me a much better anchor point when I was pulling. Thought it was fantastic. So yeah, pretty good, to be honest. Right, what we're going to tie next. So we're going to tie a couple of wet flies next. So we've got a B175 size 12 in a vise. We're going to use Wisp 14O thread again, black. So first of all, just start your thread. If you think I should slow down when I'm doing the tying, let me know, because I don't know if I go too fast, because I'm tying in like my speed zone, if you like. So first fly we're going to tie, it short. I'm not wanting it round the bend, so what I'm looking for is some more of the mylar. Right, so we want another bit of mylar. As I say, it's a uni mylar. I'm hoping you can see that. You can see that, that'll be alright. Gold and silver. Alright, now this one we're going to catch it in, tie it in, go back over it, go right up the body and come back down again. Alright, then we're just going to stick a wee bit of varnish. These are going to be 2 really quick flies, but to be quite honest, I love these flies for wild brown trouts. They won me many a competition years ago in my club. So we're just tying a cockabundy just now. Just a couple of turns of gold and tie it off. Alright, now you can use brown thread for the cockabundy if you want. I just use black, and it's obviously designed to look like a beetle. Right, then all we want's some peacock herring. You can use whatever herring you want. I'm just going to use the stuff straight off the eye. All I'm looking for is a couple of, just two's enough. 2 strands. Tie it in. Right, so you still want the gold to be shown through, so we'll tie that in there. And then back down again. Now the reason being that I'm going back down is I'm actually going to wrap the peacock around the thread. Alright, so we're going to wrap it around the thread. So, but first of all, I want to put a bit more varnish on. Peacock's quite fragile, and I'm not going to rib this. I don't really like putting a wire rib up peacock. So all we're doing is wrapping it around the thread, so that gives it extra strength. Alright, and just wind forward. Now I'm not going completely forward because I want that sort of snail type bubble shape. So I have wrapped it over a couple of times. Once you get to the end, just feather it off and tie it off. Now we're just going to trim that. So, not really much to it, to be honest. The Black Peacock Spider's pretty much the same, different hackle, but I will tie it as well because I need to get some from my own box. Now we're just going to use Furnace, Greenwell. They're all kind of pretty much the same, to be honest, nowadays. There's not really a huge difference between them, but I'm just using a Hebert saddle, which is a bronze. I just think you get a better hackle. Obviously it's not that cheap, but kind of get what you pay for. Right, that one there will do nicely once I can get it out. So I'll just strip off the flue, catch it in, off with that. Right, and then just 1, 2, you don't really need to overload this with hackle, 2 or 3 turns is plenty. Right, so that's 3, and just clip that off. You really just want the hackle to sort of wrap round the body of the fly. And then I'll do this again, I'll take it off and show you. Right, because I know, as I say, quite a lot of people message me about the whip finish tool. So dent on the top of the thread, hook behind, catch, take this bit to the left, and then just go forward, so you're pushing down and over. Then all you do is use this pull and slide. Then 1, 2, 3, pull, let go again, on the top, underneath, left, forward and twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you get to there and you push that forward, so that's pointing away from the fly, that will just fall off. It just falls off this little bit. Then you're left with that, and then just pull it in. That's it. So just a cockabundy, nothing fancy. It's one of the flies I grew up with, using all the time. We seem to forget and we don't use these flies anymore, and we really should, because there's nothing. They worked loads of times, they still work, and people just, you know, it's like the Bibio. Some people still use the Bibio, some people don't, but all these flies are kind of forgotten now, and they still work really, really well. So all we'll do is get a wee bit of varnish on there. And then, job done. Beautiful little fly, simple, easy. One of the first flies I learned to tie. That and just a black spider and a black pennel. Right, so we'll do one more little wet fly. I'm going to do some river flies later on. I'm only going to do a short video today, and then I'll do another one maybe later or tomorrow morning. So Black Peacock Spider, same fly without the gold, black thread. As it says, it explains it on the tin, black and peacock, that's all that's in it. So same again, take it down just to the point of the hook, get a couple of bits of peacock, tie them in. Everybody gets hooked up on, it's got to be bronze peacock, it's got to be this, it's got to be that. I just put whatever. Right, back down. Once again, really important you put a varnish on, because it does give you that extra strength. Wrap it round the thread. Okay, and forward. Just always working it. Right, that's it. It's supposed to be a snail, so you're wanting the little ball shape, and catch it in, and it's trying to escape. So we'll catch it again. Okay. For this one, I'm using a black Metz neck. I like these capes because you can get 2 flies out of like 1 feather, to be quite honest. Now sometimes you can get 3 depending how miserable you want to be with the hackle. But if you look at the length, right, it's a really long feather. So by the time you take the flue off, you've still got 3-4 times the length of the hook. And just tie it in. Trim that off. And then same again. 1, 2, 3. Now anybody at Fish Loch Leven that's on today or will listen to the video at a later date, they'll know that Loch Leven was absolutely full of snails. And most of the big trout gorged on them, especially the browns. So this was a great pattern for that. Right, whip finish tool again. Notched bit on the top, hook underneath, behind, left, turn over and go for it. And again. That's it. Says I'm going to do more of these flies because I want to try and get people using the old stuff again as well. It's not just about the new stuff. We've got all these old natural materials in our kit that we're not using. We should be. And just clear that eye. That's it, black peacock spider. Great fly. Try to find my hooks. What have I done with my hooks? I did have a box of Camisand somewhere. Right, give me 2 seconds because I just need to find these hooks. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to tie this on a barbless hook. Actually, this was hooks that I had done for going to America, for going to the World Championships. Right, so we're going to go back to the orange thread. Right, I've already put a tail on this, so that's basically my sunburst flash, razor flash for the tail. What I like about it is it gives me an aiming point from behind. The fish can put home in on it. Now, I done one of these blobs yesterday. I'm going to do another one. It's just so I can show you the difference in the fritzes, right? So the fritz that I used yesterday was the 15 ton, the 20 ton stuff, which is 15 mil. This stuff's like 3 times the density. It's a lot fatter, so you need less tons. Some people prefer the other stuff, some people prefer this. So I'm going to tie that in first, okay? Just move it out of the way. And we're going to go forward halfway. So we're going to stop it where I want it and do a whip finish, so the thread's not going to move. Right. Obviously, as I said, this stuff, it's got a thicker core. It's 3 times the amount of fibres. That's why it's called Triple D. So we're on 3 tons. So I would expect 4 to 5 tons, whereas the other stuff you're looking at 20 tons all in. So that's it now at the thread. So we pull it out of the way, keeping it under tension, and the thread snaps. Excellent. Another wee tip, look at the size of my nose. If your thread's snapping, just rub the bobbin holder on your nostrils and that'll make it move better. Incidentally, these are the Tiemco bobbin holders, and they sometimes it just seems to be when I'm using the uni-thread bobbins, they don't move as well, if that makes sense. Right, I'm going to pull that back and then we're going to catch it and tie it off again. Right, then we're going to go with the fire orange at the front. I've got threads sticking out everywhere. Okay, right. I'm just going to catch on the tips of the exposed part, take it back. It says the whole time you've got to work it back with your fingers and then forward again. We don't need to worry about what finish on this one, we'll get that later. So says this is a triple density stuff, so there's an awful lot more of it. That's 4. Now we could finish there, but I'm going to put one more in and just work it back. And just tie it off. But you can see how dense the fritz is. And just keep pushing it all back. And wet finish. With this one, because the fritz is quite dense, I'm going to put the varnish on the thread and not varnish the rest of the head, because all that will happen is it will clump up onto the actual fritz. So when we pull it in tight, that will do the job and that will finish the fly off. Right, there are a couple of bits that are slightly longer because I pulled it, so I'll just trim them. I says personally, I prefer the other blob. I don't like it as bushy as that, but my customers asked me for that fritz because they preferred the fatter stuff, whereas I preferred the thinner stuff, to be honest. But it does make quite a big, soft, bushy blob. So there you go. Alright. Right, I'm going to pause the video just now because I've got to get some materials together to do the next couple of flies, so I'll be back in about, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. Alright, hope that was alright for you guys, and I'll speak to you in 20 minutes.